I'm Caitlin. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new and have not already subscribed, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. If you guys are already subscribed, don't forget you can like, share, and turn your post notifications on so you are made aware when I do post, right? Any other social media, any other channel, anything else like that is going to be down in the description box. So if you feel like checking it out, go right ahead. All the info will be there for you. Today is Tuesday. As you guys know, or some of you know, I redid my hair yesterday and allergies are still kicking my ass. So we're going to get right into it. All right. Quick, straight, easy, to the point. Today, there's a lot of things I could talk about because there's a lot of things on my mind with the things that I'm seeing on freaking social media, specifically TikTok. But I wanted to talk about Blueface and freaking chrisean and Blueface's mama, Blueface's brother, Blueface's daddy, everybody. The Blueface family tree. All right, that's what I wanted to talk about because what the hell is going on? This is like it's like Maury and Jerry Springer took inspiration from their life. What the actual hell is going on? Is Blueface really, Blueface might be a victim. Is Blueface a victim? Or is he just this like ultimate villain boss? Like, is he the final boss? Is he running over all these people and manipulating all these people and just a terrible, shitty human being? Or could he be a victim and have some issues and some traumas that he's projecting and he's hurting? You know what I mean? Like, that is what I think. And I think all of these people that are involved, like, yes, I think real things are going on in their lives, but I feel like they know it's going to get attention if they take it to the internet. Clearly, I'm sitting here making a video about it. Other people have made videos about them, which in turn turns into money. You know, the more likes, the more views, the more clicks, the more streams, the more anything. It brings more money, and that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal for all of these people. Because let's be honest, like, Blueface, I literally only know one actual Blueface song with just him, and then I know another song that he is featured on. And I think it's a G-Eazy song where, you know, he's like, something about the West Coast. That song. And then Bust Down Tatiana. That's all. That's all I know about Blueface. You know, nobody knows who the fuck the Schoolyard Crips are. Nobody knows. Jonathan. Like, no. But I wanted to talk about it because there's been a lot of drama on TikTok. There's a page called Keeping Up with the Blues. I'll put them in the description box as well. They are specifically a channel that is dedicated to all the things going on with Blueface and his family and all the drama and everything like that. So as you guys know, or you might not know, Blueface is in jail right now. He went to jail because he violated the terms of his probation in regards to the 2021 incident that he allegedly attacked a club bouncer, and he violated his probation, and he went to jail in January after he went to court. So he's been in jail for a few months. I mean, more than a few months. He's been in jail for a little bit of time. And of course, chrisean is posting about him. Miss Carlissa is posting. His brother Andre is posting. Everybody is posting, and it's all conflicting stories. And I think the only person who has been quiet, the only two people who have been quiet, is Blueface, because he's in jail. And I know they be getting cell phones and all of this shit in jail, but he still is not on social media like that, making videos and everything. And then Jaden, Alexis. She's out living her best life with her girlfriend. She has a girlfriend now, and she's being quiet about the whole situation. But I saw a video, and it was interesting to me because chrisean, everybody sees chrisean as, number one, stupid, and number two, as a victim. I think a lot of people look at her as a victim because, you know, she was pregnant. He wasn't claiming the baby. Everybody thought believed that it was his baby. He was treating her like shit. He was abusive. He didn't treat her well before. Everybody thought that he was stealing her money, using her for money, all of this stuff. And then she had the baby, and not too long after he went to jail, right? Because they had all that big drama where chrisean went to the studio and one of her best friends, Marsh, was watching chrisean Jr. and Blueface ran up into chrisean's house and pretty much took the baby, right? And it's not kidnapping because it's his kid. He took the kid and was being reckless and threatening to beat up chrisean's friend, and chrisean speeding down the highway saying she can't go any faster, she's already going over 100 and all. Everybody saw that, right? But then when Blueface goes to jail, and everybody thought that chrisean, after that whole big incident, chrisean was gonna fucking stand on business, and she was gonna realize that this relationship is toxic and trash and not for her. She doesn't need him. She is the main character. He needs her. He relies on her, and she can do it all on her own and take care of her baby and be a strong woman and everything like that. She even got her tattoo covered up on her neck just to go back and get more tattoos of his damn face on her face. And he goes to jail, and then she's all over the internet saying pretty much that's her man and she's gonna stick beside him. They have a baby. They decided to work it out. They had a grown conversation and they really want to do this, and she's gonna be there for him. She goes to all of his court dates, everything like that. She brings chrisean Jr. so he can see the baby and hold him and all of this stuff. But then I saw a video on TikTok, and that's what I'm going to show you guys. This is what prompted my thoughts.
When I said fuck you, he wanted to delete shit off his page, unfollow me. I don't care. That's not... You should have did that before I paid your rent. You know what I'm saying? And then it's funny because I've been in the house not going out. Like, sometimes I'll go out, boom, then I stop completely. Then I'm like, okay, this is not fun. Now I felt like a prisoner at the house. Like, yes, he's really childish. He's being childish. He's being really childish. He's getting on my nerves.
Okay, but I don't think she has the room to say he's being childish, because she's getting up on the internet and telling their business and also being childish. So it doesn't really, you know what I mean? It's just very much the pot calling the kettle black, very much hypocritical, very much not taking accountability for your own actions. Like, you can't call him childish and talk badly about him, but then you are doing the same thing.
Just sitting up and just shutting up on the phone. It's like, I can't sit and shut up on the phone and get disrespected by you because you're upset that I didn't go home. I did go home. I have another house. I'm still my own woman. I can go home. If you can't trust me to go to my other house, that's weird. What are we doing this relationship for if you can't trust me? You feel me? Like, if I can't trust you, I'm going to go with the next person, or I'm going to be by myself. Okay, if that's how you feel about me, if you can't trust me going home, then you could have called. You didn't call. It was just weird. And then I'm like, what do you mean? He's just on the phone talking shit. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't gotta hear this shit, bro. I was like, stay locked up, bro. Fuck you, bro. I'm like, I did say that. Yep, I was saying bad shit, but it was just like,
And
when I said fuck.
So that got me thinking, right? Like, of course, when you're mad, you say things that you might not necessarily mean, or that you shouldn't say in the moment because you're saying it out of anger and it's not going to come across the right way. Everybody's done it. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody has done it. It just made me think about how Blueface, how Jonathan is being treated in this whole situation, because of course people sympathize with chrisean because she's a woman. We see a woman with a child, a young child, and we feel bad. We feel sympathy. We feel like we can relate because, like, oh my God, how is he treating a woman like that, especially a woman that carried his baby? But when you see on the internet his mother making videos talking crazy about all of her kids, talking crazy about any and everything that she can. And to be honest, I can't decipher whether it's real or not, whether she's trolling or whether she's really just putting everybody's business out there. You know what I mean? And another thing that's crazy that I forgot to mention is that while Blueface has been in jail, Chrisean has been living in his house with his dad. And there's been like all this drama with the dad. He said that somebody pretty much tried to rob him at gunpoint in front of the house early in the morning, and they realized he didn't have anything, and so they left. And then Chrisean got it on the internet. She said, hey, this is what happened. Then Whack 100 is saying it didn't happen because he's Blueface's manager, and I guess he's paying for the home. He said, no, that didn't happen. It's not on any of the security footage. I talked to security. There's no proof of that happening. Nobody came to the house and nobody tried to rob him at gunpoint. It's a lie. It's a scam. All of this shit, right? And it's like, I've seen videos of Carlissa, Blueface's mom, saying that she pretty much she trained her kids up to get to the money, right? All of her kids went to school. All of her kids were doing well in school, I guess. Blueface got scholarships to go to college. Her other son, she said he was doing well until he got involved in street life and then gang life, and then he got an attempted murder charge, and then he went to prison. He was in prison for a long time. Her daughter, I think she had kids young, so she comes on the internet spilling all of their business, talking crazy about them, saying she deserves everything that her kids, or that her son, Jonathan, has built. And she's owed that because she's the mom. And she just puts him down. And I feel like we're seeing a reaction of trauma, right? We're seeing a byproduct of trauma from Blueface. I am a firm believer, the line of thinking, the way a man treats his women, girlfriends, wife, or whatever, is a reflection of how he feels about his mother and the relationship between him and his mother. If you want to know how their relationship is with their mother, just look at how they treat you. Or if you want to know how somebody might treat you, look at the relationship with their mom. It's very indicative and it says a lot. And I feel like Blueface is projecting a lot. I feel like he's taking a lot of his anger out on the women in his life. I feel like he is not even looking for her. It's probably subconscious. He probably doesn't even realize it. But hopefully he does, and hopefully he will, because then he can make changes. But I feel like people are so quick to jump on him because he's the man in the situation. But all men were little boys at one time. All men needed their mom when they were younger. Every single one. Every single person on this planet, when you are a child, you need your parents. And when your parents do things to mess up your head, and your parents do things to mess up your self-confidence, your self-image, your self-worth, that little voice in your head that you talk to yourself with, your parents help shape that and mold that and foster that. And when your parents don't do that, or when your parents put you in traumatic situations or stressful situations, or can't grow up and put you before themselves, or put you before the hatred they have for your other parent, or work through their issues to be able to be whole in order to give you what you need, a lot of these little boys are broken. And then they end up being men who despise women, who think women are terrible, who are just agents of chaos, and who are every single woman is going to hurt them because their own mother hurt them. I feel like people are so quick to judge him and jump on him because he's a man, and they don't take the time to realize that he has issues. He's young. He had a kid young. It's not common that people take accountability for the way they treated their children when their children were younger. I think it's like my generation, 30 and a little younger, that are more aware that our parents, their decisions and their choices in raising us had an effect on us. We are trying to do more to make sure that we are conscious and aware and careful with our children's feelings and the actions we take because they can affect our children. Generations before didn't do that. It was like, yeah, kids get through shit. They're resilient. They can handle it and it's not going to affect them. That is not true. Your home environment, the people around you, the things you hear, the things you see, they all have an effect and they all shape you and they all mold you into what you think is normal and then how you will treat other people in the world. His father wasn't really in his life like that. You know, his mom is kind of a little off her rocker. He went to school trying to find himself. You go to college, you try to find yourself, and then he gets involved with gang life. Then he feels like that's maybe where he belongs and he can do music and he can make money and he can take care of himself. But then you have your mom saying, no, I'm owed this. I made you, so I'm owed this. And then you feel like maybe the girl that you were with for a long time, that you had a kid with, maybe she's moving different. Maybe, maybe you don't need to treat her nicely with respect and kindness and care because why? She's a woman. Your mom's fucked up, so she's got to be fucked up. It's just a matter of time before she shows it. So you're going to treat her poorly before she can treat you poorly. And then now add on top of it, you're rich and you're famous. You got money. You can do whatever you want. All these girls are just throwing themselves at you. Why not? Why not? Then you got to stay on top of making money because you got to pay all these people. And then you have this girl and that girl and this girl on the side, but nobody's really taking the time to get to know you or care about you. Everybody's just coming at you because your actions are negative, but not really taking the time to understand there might be a reason for it. Chrisean, you add her into the picture. She has her own traumas, her own issues that her parents caused. Because at the end of the day, it is the people, the adults in your life. Her parents caused her a lot of trauma. Her parents weren't there to protect her, which allowed other people to come in and hurt her. So she's messed up. Then they're together. They're both messed up. They're both using drugs, drinking alcohol, treating each other like shit. Then they have a baby. And then it's just a whole big issue. And I feel like, yes, Blueface has made some not so good decisions. He's made some shitty decisions and he's treated people not in a kind and compassionate and loving way. But I feel like there's a reason for that. And if we could see that he's just a hurt little boy in a grown man's body, maybe people could take the time to help him work through that. And we could see the change and the growth and the evolution, And it's not just him. There's generations of broken little boys and girls that just want to be seen and want to be heard. It's unfortunate that a lot of people that are in the public eye, they have all the money in the world, but they can't see that they unfortunately have to undo the damage that the people who are supposed to protect them caused and let happen. I think we would see a big change in his behavior if he went to therapy and talked to somebody, worked through the issues, had honest conversations with his mother and his father, and really saw he's not a bad person. Just bad things can happen and they can change you and you can take it out on everybody around you. And it doesn't necessarily make you an evil or a bad person, but you have to see that and you have to want to change that. Otherwise, it's going to consume you and you're just going to fuck off everything in your life. And eventually nobody's going to want to be around you. And it's not even necessarily your fault. But at a certain age, you have to take those steps. So I think that he could kind of be a victim in this situation. If you feel like people are constantly taking advantage of you and everybody's hurt you and you can't trust anybody, how are you going to act? I know I felt like that before and I was a bitch. Terrible. You just have to be conscious. You have to be aware. And once that happens, it's like a new door is open and you can change. I don't know. That's my thought. Let me know if you guys agree, if you guys even understand what the hell I'm saying. I feel like he could be a victim in this as well. Just look at the people that are on the internet sharing his business. Yes, he has done stuff, but you also have to see what has been done to him. He can't just be the bad guy 100% of the time. He just can't. That's what I have to say. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys agree with me or not. I'm very interested. Very, very interested. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right? Bye.